I'm back again with 28 lessons I've learned in 28 years. And today I'll be sharing more of my opinion. It's true that this opinion is on a very controversial topic, but I may as well just say what I think about Christianity, okay? Because I'm a Christian, so I want to say what I think about it. So, this right here, it's a Bible. And the Bible has been written in several languages, it's been translated, it's been revised, and sometimes when I sit, I begin to wonder like, where is the original, like the first version of the Bible? Because I know that this Bible had certain books which have been removed, certain books that are only in the Catholic Bible. In other Bibles, you're not going to see it. Like it's a lot of something, and I'm beginning to feel that maybe the way A translated or B translated, he might have removed maybe a few words that would have given more meaning to context. Because one thing I've realized is Christians argue so much. It's like Christians are really basically lawyers when it comes to their faith. Like they are always arguing. It's either one thing or the other. These translations have caused so many preachers or pastors to give different interpretations of what they think about the scriptures and the stories that were written in here. And I feel very bad because most Christians, there are some who don't do their homework, actually. They don't. If you're a Christian, you have the duty to, when you go to church, whatever it is that was preached, whatever sermon was given in church, you have the responsibility to go back in your own time and read and have a deeper understanding. What is killing most Christians is you don't even know your left and your right. As you go to this church today, you pick what this preacher has told you. You go to the next church, you pick what this preacher has told you. Once you like what is said here, you go here. Once you don't like what is not said here, you leave and you go somewhere else. So at the end of the day, you don't even know what you're doing. Christians just spend their time arguing, and they are just arguing. The funniest thing is, in the Old Testament in particular, all the stories that were written here, there are some preachers who have actually, like, they are virtually hung onto certain scriptures in the Bible just because they want to pass across a certain message, probably for their benefits or for the benefit of their teaching, their preaching, or what. Most of these people in the Bible, Abraham and all they like, they were Jewish. And the Jewish religion is still very much there. They were not Christians. All this Abraham, all these people were not Christians. They were Jewish. So I don't understand why Christians actually spend a lot of time arguing. My opinion is this: all these laws in the Bible, you should not do this, you should not this, you should not that. It has been like transformed. Like when you look at the New Testament, right? What was one thing that Jesus said, which I remember? This one, even if you translate it in any language, you see around the same thing. That you should love your neighbor as you love yourself. And I think that that should be the basis of Christianity. Loving your neighbor as you love yourself. If there is something that I don't want you to do to me, I should not do it to you. It's simple. At the end of the day, we are going to forgive. We are not going to steal. We are not going to hate. We are not going to be adulterous. We are not going to I don't know, like it's easy. Okay? Love your neighbor as myself. Because I love myself, I will not do this to myself. Why will I do this to another person? It's simple. People have carried, I don't actually know. I believe that every Christian should have like an objective. Okay, like why are you in the faith? I know that most people are Christians because my father went to church, so I went to church. They have told you that there's hell, you're going to church. Most Christians cannot even define their reason for being in the faith which they claim they have chosen. They are just following blindly. Okay, my main drive today is it's simple. Leave all this, I don't know, all these stories in the Bible, all Jesus Christ summarized it to love. It's simple. Love your neighbor as yourself. Okay, I will not want you to cheat on me, so I will not cheat on you. I will not want, I will not love this person to do this to me, so I will not do this to you. I mean, it's simple. I don't know. I think the church actually should spend more time preaching forgiveness and prosperity. Because the nature of man is actually greedy, and most times we tend to think only about ourselves and not others. That's what causes the chaos that we have in the world right now because people are so self-centered. I think the church should actually focus on preaching forgiveness, live prosperity. You don't need to be a Christian to prosper. You don't need to be a Christian. If you do good to somebody, you prosper. If you abide by the laws of your school, your job, or whatever, you prosper. If you do good to your neighbor, you prosper. You don't need to belong to a particular community to prosper. Sometimes it's not about just listening to what this preacher is saying. God gave us a mind of our own to be able to choose. Why is it so difficult? I mean, that's just the summary of Christianity. Love your neighbor as yourself. If I love you, I won't do this to you. If all of us just put that into practice, the world is going to be a better place. We are so focused on tithes, offering. If you love your neighbor as you love yourself, you will give. Tithe and offering is not even going to be a topic. But because people are self-centered, the tithes are coming with a second message behind it. The offering is coming with a second spirit behind it. Christians, people should wake up because you argue too much. What you Christians, why are you always arguing? Why are you always fighting? I don't know if these men of God are tools that have been placed in the churches for Christians to be arguing. It's so sad that you're arguing based on what your pastor said. You can you sit and actually say that, yeah, I studied the word and this is the backing from here. It's simple. Just love your neighbor as yourself. And all these gymnastics of what you have to do, what you don't have to do, it's not going to torture you. And it's because of these preachings and this mindset that have made some people to be far away from the church because suddenly they don't even know what is right or wrong. But it is simple. It's a simple principle to live on earth. It's love. Love embodies all this tithe and offering and prosperity message and this message that we are spending so much time, I mean, arguing about. I mean, I just hope that I was able to define the someone's choice of being a Christian in case you were lost or in case you were just following the pattern of your parents or the pattern of your spouse or the pattern of your friend that you need to, if you have to belong somewhere, it should come with a purpose and an objective. So please let us arrange our thinking. Okay. Christianity is not about yes, say or what this pastor is saying. No. Have a mind of your own. You should be able to say that as I have chosen to be a Christian, this is where I'm going to. Let love lead us all there. Ciao.